Hi friend, it's Pat Sloan here with my daily video, and today we're going old school. It is block number 2 for old school block of the month. It is a sew along hosted by Kim Lapacek of Persimmon Dreams, and this month for block number 2 we are visiting with my friend Nancy Scott of Masterpiece Quilting. I wanted to say Masterpiece Theater. That's like she is very talented and does so many different things with her business, and I love her block. So let's take a look at my version of her block. And over at my website today I have a picture of Nancy's block, and I will have some of these tips that I'm going to give you that I use to make the block. Also my website with pictures. So here is the block. It is called a variable star. And then what Nancy did was use what is referred to as an album or an autograph center, because a lot of antique blocks were done using this, where they would take strips, often maybe just this one would be plain muslin, and then these would be prints, and then there would be autographs, signatures, quotes, sayings, messages written in here. So I took the fabric from the line that I'm using, Kismet, and I did the lined print because, you know, that gave a feel for like the autograph, the old school. I like that. Now, one of the great things with this sew along is that each designer is sharing their techniques for getting part of the block done. And so this is a flying geese unit up here. Now Nancy does this in a method that's called no waste, and you may not be familiar with the method that she's using. It has been around a very long time, so I thought it was, you know, I'm doing all of them exactly like the designers are doing them, because I want to either experience it again, that technique, like it's doing it a different way than I do it. So that is what, you know, what's fun about it is you try something new. You're just making one block. And even if you just do one unit and you're like, I'd rather do the rest of them the way I usually do them, then you can. You tried something new. But let me just give you a few tips, and I'm going to pop a picture up here while I'm showing them. Okay, so her block with these units, this part here, okay, see this part here? What she does is she has you take a square and cut it twice on the diagonal to create 4 big wide triangle pieces. Now this will mean that those are on bias, they have bias. This part that's cut, this edge, will be a bias edge. So you could starch, here's a tip, that you could starch your fabric before you cut it, you know, before you cut the square, then before you slice it. You don't want to starch after you've done any of the sizing. But when it's a bigger piece, you could starch it. You could also starch the star point fabric before you work on that. Those are also cut as squares and then cut in the half. Now I have a tip here for how to line up when you're putting this star point onto the background. I line up on that bottom edge that you see there in the drawing. So that is where I will be sure that I'm placed exactly. Then I'll sew the seam, press it open, go to the other side, sew the other seam. Now when I will be attaching this unit to the center autograph album unit, I will want this flying geese star point unit on the top. So here's another picture, and when it's on the top like that, I can see exactly where I'm heading. You know, I want to go into that intersection of the point. Now if it were on the bottom, I can't see it. When it's on the top, I have perfect vision, and so that is what you want to do with this block. Now before you sew it on though, I should have said this part first. Before you sew it on, you want to trim them. So trim them first. So when you're trimming them, take the diagonal of your ruler and put it on the seam. And be sure you shouldn't have to trim much, because you will be, you know, if any, she's designed it so that if it's everything, it's a perfect world, you wouldn't have to trim anything. But you're probably in the real world going to maybe trim off at 1/16 of an inch, just a little hair, just a little bit. And so put that diagonal right on this seam. Otherwise you'll be chopping off the points of your star, and you don't want to do that. All right, then when you assemble it, you will have this gorgeous star block. And I just love this fabric line that I'm working with. It is so fun. Now I want to show you, I did last month's again. I'll show you last month's again. So for those of you who are just now getting interested that you might want to try this, here was last month's, and this was Kim's design. And when you go to my website today, at the very end, there is a list of all of the designers. And as we do each month, I will link you directly to their block. Then I'm also, here, hold on. Okay, so I'm also doing some little churn dashes each month. I'm going to do one churn dash each month. So this is this month's. I decided to do it the opposite, do the background for the dash part, whereas the first month I did the background in the background. But I thought it'd be fun to try it 2 different ways, and so every other month. And then this might end up as to be a little table runner or something. I'm not really sure where I'll go with these, but I just thought they'd be cute to use up little pieces of the fabric as I'm working. I may end up with one that's scrappy, you know, like just has maybe 2 fabrics in it, maybe put a different fabric in the middle or something, just to use up all those little extra pieces as I go along. So, okay, so here is my old school block number 2. This is going to be such a pretty quilt. It is going to be so nice. So I thought I'd just set that over there. All right, so now we are going to talk, we're going to talk UFOs, because every day of every video I do for the rest of February, there will be UFO talk. So I hope you are on this train. If you're not on the train, I'll give you a ticket. You can get right on. It's the ride is free. It's the ride is free. Just come along. The UFO unfinished object train. Finishing up these projects. Okay, so first, I have my binding on the Ellies. And here's what I used. I decided to go with the red floral from my Morrison Park, which is the same fabric that this Ellie is done with. So that's the fabric. So I have the binding on, I have the label on, the hanging sleeve is sewn, and this we'll look at putting it above the bed in my bedroom. So I am, yes, got it done. All right, but wait, there's more. So I know, officially we kicked this off on, what did we kick it off on? Yesterday, but yesterday was a full day. The video came out in the evening, but I had time during the day. So here is my ripples that I wanted to show you. I remember I wanted to, I don't know, this is so much unfinished. It was unfinished until I did the binding. I had the binding on, but I wanted to wash it because this has the dense quilting on it. There you can see. It's got this dense weave with the pearls, and then I washed it, and so it is super drapable. Look at this. Look how nicely it just drapes. It's not stiff. It's actually really amazingly cuddly. So, whoops, sorry, hit the mic. So this is now washed and ready. But what I like is that it's so drapable. You know, like anybody can just pick it up and feel really cozy with it. Oh, I forgot to show you. Here, let me put this over here. So Mr. Greg found these for me to go with the Ellies. Look, little Ellie socks. Little elephants, and look, they love each other. They got the little hearts. Aw. And then he also found these cute ones. Look at them. These look like a fabric line, don't they? Look how cute they are. I love it. So I have to get my socks washed. And then I have some cute socks to wear. That is, he surprised me. I didn't, I was not expecting that. All right, but wait, there's more for the UFOs. I have the binding on the one side. I have the hanging sleeve on. So I have the hanging sleeve on, and it's stitched already. I got that stitched. I have the label, just like I did the other one. I have a label, and I put it in the corner. This is from the Love, the Valentine fabric. And so this is my stay at home, which absolutely must be done by March 1st when we started this so long. So here it is. The binding is ready. See, I just need to pull it to the front and stitch it down. And then the label and the hanging sleeve are already done. So hopefully tonight this one will be done. And then what do I do? Then I have the stack over there. Those are the next two for binding, which is the traffic jam and the grandma's kitchen, which I'm just embarrassed that was never put binding on it, but it's waiting, it's getting its turn. So I am doing fabulous for February 16th for the second day of UFO busting. I probably end up slowing down a little bit, but I'm trying to push as much as I can each day. So this is really a hard push for me for the 2 weeks, these 2 weeks of February. You know, no sort of, oh, I'll just do it later. It's like every day, like every second I need to, not every second, but you know, I need to be working on it, be sure that I'm getting them done. Also, be sure that you have gone and entered my for my goodie bag. Link is below, and I also put a link in it at the website, so you can link over there and enter. If you haven't done that yet, get over there, get entered. It's fun. All right, so here's where you can leave me a comment today and tell me which one I should open next, okay? I know, you're thinking, oh, something good. Well, maybe not. So I buy these lotions because I use lots and lots of lotions. And so I have to pick the new scent. Do I feel like springy and get the pretty in peach? Pretty as a peach, there we go. Pretty as a peach. Do I go for the honeysuckle? This is, I don't know if you know these smells or not, but the peach is blushing peach, jasmine, white nectar, apple blossom, and freesia. And this is, the honeysuckle is apple blossom, dew honeysuckle, freesia, musk, has a bit of musk, sun-washed woods. I used to play in honeysuckle bushes as a kid, so you know, this is getting a high vote. And then the last one I have is Sunrise Yoga, which is with mandarin oil, spearmint, and juniper berry. So this one is an aromatherapy type. It's really smells nice. So which would you do? Which of these? There we go, get them all in my hand. Which of these would you pick? I eventually will use them all, but I usually buy 2 or 3 at a time when I get them, and then when I have to switch over. So I'm ready to switch over. You get to vote. All right. Be sure you are doing your old school block, you know, 1 block a month. If you can't follow anything else, this you can do. They're going to be a lot of fun. They'll be all different. I am excited. So I love you, my friend. Get your UFOs done. All right, get them out. Get on the train. Mwah. See you online.